Hello, this is Dudley Baker, founder of Common Stock Warrants, back with you today and want to talk about a subject that doesn't come up too often, but want to bring to your attention. So the question is, can you sell short stock warrants? Okay, let me first give you an overview of shorting. You know, if you're a sophisticated investor, and you good chance you are if you're listening here. We all know that shorting, shares, warrants, or anything, comes with a lot of risk. So number one, we really got to know what we're doing. So the caution flag should go out for all investors. You know, make sure that you're up to speed and know what your risk and limitations are. Yeah, I guess in a common example would be if you, let's just say you short a stock, or if you could short a warrant at $20 and it goes all the way to zero, well, you've just made 100% on your money, okay? But let's say we're on the other side. If you're going long and you buy a stock at say $1, it goes to 20, well, you just made 2,000%. So you're limited to 100% one way or the other when you go short. Now, a lot of the shorting is going to be somewhat dependent upon your brokerage firm, because it's those warrants will need to be in the brokerage firm that you, in essence, are borrowing to sell them short. So, in my case, my primary account is at Interactive Brokers. At Interactive Brokers, it will show me in the left-hand top portion of the screen on any positions that I've got, or if I'm looking at any other warrants. Now, I am talking about U.S. warrants here at the moment, okay? It will give me a clue. It will give me a red light, green light. Green light meaning, yes, those warrants can be shorted. And I can click the button, and it will give me an indication of the number of warrants available for me to short. So that's a great indicator. Okay, now, and that's Interactive Broker. Now, honestly, I do not know the other brokerage firms exactly how they monitor this, whether you need to make a phone call, or whether they give you a flag, so to speak, indication like Interactive Brokers does. Now, here's my view, is that it's so I'd say yes, in the U.S. markets, it's a good chance that the stock warrants can be sold short. I have done this on a few occasions, more so, as I recall, with around the SPACs. Where some of the warrants were being redeemed, and I'm playing a special situation. It's always comes with high risk, and so it's I look back now and I maybe am more aware of the risk than I was in real time. Okay, but we all need to be aware of what those potential risks are. And know that we can deal with it one way or the other. Now, in the Canadian markets, to my knowledge, the warrants on the mining stocks are not shortable. I get no indication of this from my IB account, and because I've got quite a few of the warrants. And we've got a few of the warrants on the mining companies that actually just trade in the U.S. on the New York Stock Exchange, and of course, different rules. So in Canada, I'm just getting no indication whatsoever, and normally what I'm looking at is the small miners anyway, and so not a lot of value to those warrants, and that would be coming with an incredible amount of risk. But the basic question, I guess, is can you sell short stock warrants? The basic answer is yes. And then with the follow-up questions that you do need to ask, number one, of your brokerage account. Okay, and so with that, yeah, I always say there's opportunities, a lot of opportunities. And think about without any specifics, but I've always thought there's got to be a lot of hedging opportunities between stock warrants, between puts and calls, different hedge positions that you could put on. Whether in the mining space, more so I'm thinking in the U.S. market, as all of the pricing gets substantially higher than the small mining companies, that there could be a lot of opportunities there to use the warrants from a hedging standpoint, and maybe you'd be shorting those warrants and buying the calls, different positions that you might want to employ. Okay, so again, here at Common Stock Warrants, we've got the databases of all the warrants that are trading, U.S. and Canada, all industries, all sectors, roughly 850 plus companies. Thank goodness we've got it all set up just for you, where you can sort, you can slice and dice our data, filter it, whatever you would like to do to assist you with getting down to some of what you think are the best opportunities, okay? So you can do all your own independent research if you care to do so. Now, those that are just saying, well, Dudley, what the heck are you doing? Okay, well, my portfolio is basically in the precious metals space. This has always been my hot button. I've been to many of the mining conferences, been on numerous tours of the mines. I like doing this. I like it. It's not been the most preferable sector to be in for the last several years. But this is the game that I chose to play a long time ago, and I enjoy it. So, but in my gold subscription service, subscribers get to see all of my current positions with my comments as to why I'm here. We have links to insider trading on all of our databases, and this is a big part of what I do, is to keep up with the insiders. I always say, simply put, if the insiders are selling, why in the hell do we want to be buying? So you've got to have a clue of the company that you're looking at. What are the insiders doing? And so we try to keep this up to speed. We got links, so you just click on the link, and you will see the most recent transactions going on, and I think you can actually go back a couple of years and look to see what's taking place. So this is pretty cool. So if you like what we're doing here, click the like button on this YouTube. Hit the subscribe. Costs you nothing. We got some great bonus products, books to give you on our homepage of the website. So hope to have you, if nothing else, on our email list, preferably as either a silver or preferably a gold subscriber, so you get to learn what I'm doing right here. I think the timing is just incredibly perfect. We're sitting here today as I record this on April the 9th, 2024. Gold is blasting off. Shares are just starting to rock and roll. A lot of opportunity. I see a good chance of a couple of years here. Really nice uptrend before we go totally parabolic. It's going to be monster gains to be made. We're in this to hit serious home runs. So hope you're in here with us, okay? With this, we're out of here for today. Adios.